Yo, what is up everybody? It is your beast from the east, Creepy Koala here, and what I have for you guys today is another story time video, and this is not from anything that's happened recently. It's actually happened a really long time ago, probably like 14 or 15 years ago actually. And before I get into the story, I just want to say, yes, I did say that I was going to be uploading a funny moments video next, but the problem was I did not have enough clips for a funny moments video, so I decided to tell you guys this story, the story about the time that I broke my arm. So let's get right into this. Alright, now flash back to about 14 or 15 years ago. I was actually living in the house that was haunted, the one that I told you guys about in the last haunted house story that I said that if I got 500 likes on the video that I would tell you guys about some stories that happened in it, and that did actually get 500 likes. So me and my brother are going to be telling you guys a whole bunch of weird things that have happened in that house, and we're going to be reliving the situation, so you guys are going to get to meet my brother and stuff. We were actually still living in that house at this point. We hadn't moved out yet, seeing as we lived in that house probably for like 2 to 3 years, maybe something like that. So anyways, my mom, she was not home at the time. It was just me, my brother, and my grandmother. My mom was actually at the store. She was going to go to the grocery store and get some like, you know, chips and I don't know, cereal, salsa, whatever the fuck Hispanics ate 15 years ago, whatever. She was at the store getting food, and my dad was actually at work. I honestly don't really know what he was doing at the time. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that he was selling cars, because that's what he still does to this day, except now he's more successful with it. And so it's just me, my brother, and my grandmother, and my grandma's watching TV. My brother's in his room probably playing with his fire truck toy, and I'm just sitting on the couch there watching TV with my grandma when my brother comes out and asks me if I want to go outside and play. So, you know, obviously being the 3 to 4 year old that I was, so of course I'm gonna want to go and play. So I turn to my grandma and I'm like, can we please go outside? Can we go outside? Please, please, please. And you know, if you're a grandmother or whatever, you probably wouldn't be able to turn down a little kid wanting to go outside and play. So of course she was like, all right, just go ahead. I'm gonna go over to the kitchen. I'm gonna go and wash the dishes. So me and my brother were all ecstatic. We're all hyped to go outside and play and, you know, build stuff outside in the backyard, go on the swings that we had out there. And so we go outside and my brother decides he wants to go on the swing set. So I get on the smaller one that's next to him and we start swinging. After a little bit, we got a little bit bored of that. That's when we decided that we wanted to play a game of tag. Now, my brother, he is about 2 years older than me, so obviously he has the advantage and obviously he has a say in who's gonna be it first. So, you know, obviously me being the younger person, he decides that I'm gonna be it. So that obviously means that it's game over right then and there, that I'm not gonna be able to catch my brother, that he's gonna go ahead and outrun me for the next 20 minutes until I get tired and go inside. And you know, it always really sucked, honestly, because he was fucking fast as fuck back then. But now, you know, I'm faster than him, even though he'll say that I'm not faster than him. The only difference is that I can run probably a mile faster than him, but he can run probably like 3 or 4 miles, whereas I can only run a mile. So, you know, he beats me in long distance, but I beat him in speed. So yeah, there's the even point there. So anyways, after about 5 or 10 minutes of me chasing my brother, I finally tag him and I start running away from him, because there's like a 5-second rule in between it so that I have a chance to get away. So once I tag him, he has to stand still for about 5 to 10 seconds, so I get a chance to go, you know, on the other side of the yard and kind of just wait for him to start sprinting at me, and then I could just haul ass to try and get away from him, try and juke him out and break his ankles. That's a basketball term, by the way. It's not, I'm not actually trying to break his ankles, because that'd be pretty fucked up. So anyways, as the 5 seconds is up, he starts charging towards me right as I got to the fence on the other side of the yard, and he's right there in front of me. So I try to juke him out, try to go left, try to go right, and he still is in my way. He's not falling for any of my juke methods. So that's whenever I try to go in between his legs. And yeah, I know, I was really stupid. I was like 4 years old. Obviously me touching his legs or anything would have meant that I was it. So obviously I became it the second that I even tried that, because I'm fucking stupid. So anyways, the second that he just reaches down and touches my back while I'm trying to go under him so that I can get away from him, I'm it, and I'm all pissed off. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you serious? What the heck? I'm just saying, you know, little kid stuff that they would say, like, what the heck? Are you serious? I actually probably sound like, are you serious? What the heck? Because I didn't hit puberty yet, so I sound like a 5-year-old little girl. So anyways, I'm sitting there while my brother goes across the yard, and he's going onto the other side of the yard where the other side of the fence is. So I'm just sitting there counting in my head 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 5, and then I started sprinting towards him, trying to get him, because, you know, he's always so much faster than me, so I'm trying to get to him as soon as possible so I can just not be it for 2 seconds, since it was the first time that I wasn't it, like, literally 2 seconds ago. So as I'm sprinting towards him, he jukes me out from the right side because I think he's gonna go left, and then so I slam into the fence, and so he goes towards the center of the yard, and I'm just a little bit disoriented, and I'm like, oh my god, did he really just juke me out? Man, he broke my ankles harder than Kobe broke LeBron James's ankles. That honestly never happened, because LeBron James is the best. LeBron James is a god. So anyways, I'm standing there getting ready to charge at my brother like a bull that's in the bull run in Spain, getting ready to go and get the person that's wearing the red, going to get the dude that says Toro to the bull and tries to, you know, get him out of the way and juke the shit out of him. That was basically what was going on. That was basically what it looked like. I was the bull and my brother was the matador, or whatever you want to call him, the bull attendee, bull troll, I don't know what you want to call him. So I'm sitting there getting ready to go and run straight at my brother. Gonna go in 3, 2, 1, and so I start sprinting at him, and the second that I sprint at him, he steps to the right, and I try to turn around really quick, but my legs crossed over each other, and I broke my own ankles, and I landed right on my side, right on my arm, and all I really remember of that, like, those few seconds, was that I just saw black for probably, like, 2 or 3 seconds, and I just felt a really sharp pain, like, in my elbow area, like, right above where my elbow is, my forearm, I guess you would say. That's probably not my forearm, because I fucking failed biology. But I just felt like a really sharp pain in my arm, and I didn't really know what it was. I thought that I'd just land on it bad, and I could just stand up and it'd be fine. So as I'm just laying there, I realized that I can't really move because the pain is so bad, and it's also because I'm young, so that just made me weak, you know, falling directly on my arm. So the second that I realized what was going on, I try moving, and I feel the sharpest, worst pain that I've ever felt in my entire life just on my right arm. Just felt like the worst pain in my arm. And so, you know, I do what any little kid who hurts themselves does. I just start screaming. I start screaming, Wella, come help me, please. Wella. Because, you know, Wella is what I call my grandma. And this is probably like one of the cringiest stories that you've probably ever heard, because I'm talking and trying to quote myself, even though I sound like I'm fucking stupid. But so I start screaming for my grandmother. And so my brother's just staying there laughing because he doesn't really know what's going on, because he was obviously really young too. And so the second that my grandma comes out and she sees me on the ground, she starts freaking out and starts cussing and talking in Spanish really fast, like, oh, mijo, I don't know how to speak Spanish. So she was just saying a whole bunch of Spanish stuff, because I don't know how to speak Spanish. So here she is, she's speaking Spanish a lot. She's saying, oh, no, you're gonna be okay, you're fine. And she puts me in her arms and takes me inside and goes immediately straight to the phone and starts calling my mom and tells her what just happened. And so my mom's literally just freaking out. At the moment, she was literally just checking out of the grocery store, so she starts freaking out, and I can hear her over the phone since I'm right there next to where the phone is on my grandma's head. And so she freaks out and she says, I'll be home in like 5 minutes. So the second that my mom got home, she was like, oh my god, are you okay? She immediately puts me into the back of the car, and we go straight to the hospital, and that's where the doctor tells us that I had broken my arm, and I had to put it in a cast for, I don't know, probably months. I honestly don't know, because it happened such a long time ago, so I don't know the time period of how long I had to keep it in there. But that's how I broke my arm. Pretty interesting, right? I was like 5 or 4 years old. I don't really know. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I'm sorry if I kind of rushed it a little bit or I left some stuff out. I'm sure my brother probably remembers a lot from what happened that day, since he was older and he could remember more, but that's just what I remember. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I will try and get that video of me and my brother talking about our haunted house experiences up within the next week or 2, because you guys earned it. You guys got 500 likes on the haunted house story, so thank you guys so much for that. So let's try and go for 400 likes just to be safe, because the last time I asked for 500 likes, we got there a little bit creakily. It's like we were going over a really like woody bridge, and it was kind of broken down, and we were just slowly making our way there. So I want to be careful, because if we don't hit 400 likes, that'll be really awkward. So if you guys can please hit 400 likes, that'd be really cool, because please, I gotta feed my kids. I got 6 wives and I've got 30 kids that I need to feed. Please.